unless he scores. But I don't assume he's going to score. He's going to penetrate. Someone is going to be wide open. One of these guys is going to be open. LeBron is still probably, I might be wrong, he's probably going to be chilling around here, staring at the action. Okay? So that's what I mean by he's intentionally taking himself out of the play because it looks like he's being aggressive, but he's not actually going to contribute to the team defense one bit, and instead he's actually hurting them. Let's watch. Let's see what happens.
Are in a pick and roll defense.
Where is he? Oh my God, that's worse than I even said. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope y'all having a good day so far. So I'm gonna do today and tomorrow. I'm gonna do like some back-to-back members requests. I've been getting a little behind on that again, and honestly, I'm really glad I'm looking through it again because yeah, I missed an Eric Smith sports training video, and usually I am on top of this, but this time, shout out to the member section for letting me know, and I am disturbed by this title. The video title is LeBron says he's a little better than Jordan at everything, but is he? Film breakdown. Did he really say that, you guys? Like, I haven't been paying too much attention to LeBron James because I'm just kind of waiting until, you know, it gets announced that he's returning to Cleveland. Like, I'm really just waiting for it, and I feel like there's going to be a whole lot of nonsense because he loves attention so much that I don't want to pay attention to in the offseason. I just want him to say what we already know is going to happen and either sign with them or Golden State or whatever the hell it's going to be. Anyways, but did he really say he's better than Jordan at everything? Come on. I got to get right to this. Excuse me. I just had a cough and I muted it. Anyways, I got to get right to this because, yeah, this is disturbing me ever since I read this title. So let's get right into it, guys. Shout out to the members. Link to the original video for Eric Smith is going to be down below in the description of this video. Highly recommend this channel for you guys who are returners. You know how I feel about this channel. Absolutely love it. Guys, like the video, please. Hype the video if you can because this sounds like it might be one of those. And let's do it, guys.
What's up, guys?
What up?
I've got a lot of feedback over the last few videos asking for a non-biased, real look for a side-by-side comparison of Michael Jordan and LeBron's skills more so than their resumes.
Oh man, skill-wise, this is going to be brutal. I mean, brutal in favor of Jordan.
So let's get right into the narratives. Most people agree and the stats bear out that Michael Jordan was the far better mid-range shooter, with LeBron being a slightly better rebounder. But here's the first accepted narrative we contest: that LeBron James is a far better passer than Michael Jordan. Well, this is one of our toughest challenges.
It is. And I would debate the rebound thing. Stats are stats, so you know he's going to do what he does. But if any of you guys seen Angry Old Hoops videos, you will see that 9 out of 10 of his rebounds, 90% of them, are non-contested rebounds, him standing under the basket, and his teammates afraid to get the rebound instead of him because his stat, you know, my stat. What I would be interested in a stat, and I doubt anybody could ever do this, but if anybody could, it would be great. Count rebounds versus, you know, Jordan versus LeBron, but have those rebounds be rebounds that you actually they had to actually box out, put a body on someone. Basically, a rebound without putting a body on someone. Let's just discount those. But like something where you actually had to put effort into getting the rebound over your opponent. That's what really matters. Not like there's three guys on the same team under the basket waiting for the ball to drop. Who's going to get it? Oh, you did. You're the best. That ain't real.
Even legendary LeBron hater Skip Bayless would say LeBron is a better passer. Now
I don't. I mean, I don't think he's a better passer. I think he has more assists. But I also think he has more turnovers as a result. I think Jordan is actually the better passer. But yeah.
Thing is the definition of a better passer. Now, most people would say the best passer is an assist leader. I would say Jokic is the best passer in the league currently based on film.
I agree. Yep. And at a certain point, it was either Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. They were dueling over who was the better passer back then.
Let's look at the assist leaders this year.
Yep. You guys might call me crazy, but I think Steve Nash was the greatest passer of the 2000s, like by far. Because he set, just like Jordan, he sets people up to succeed. You know, he will hit you in your spot, and you're going to score a bucket. LeBron throws grenades with 23 seconds off the clock with like 1 to 2 seconds left on the clock. That's not a good passer. It just means some of his passes result in an assist, which is a stat that people follow.
There's two types of assist accumulators. The first are getting the majority of their assists through outstanding penetration skills, meaning dumping off for dunks or kicking out to shooters when doubled. Jazz speedster Isaiah Collier is the poster boy for this. The second is a more floor general type vision, running pick and roll, recognizing mismatches, outletting on the fast break, guys like Steve Nash.
Thank you.
Let's go down this list.
Thank you.
Jokic on film, outstanding passer in all facets. Cade Cunningham, primarily off penetration and pick and roll.
I mean, to back you up, Eric, if you're watching this, when you said Jokic, like I don't even have to like look at the numbers, and it looks like the numbers are gonna support this though. But without even looking at the numbers, I would have said Jokic is the best passer by far in the NBA right now. Just watch it. You just watch him play, and it's incredible. And that's why, like, I don't know what the assist numbers were for Bird, but that dude could pass, man.
Luka, primarily out of double teams. James Harden, primarily a floor general style type in his older years. Jalen Johnson, the most underrated passer here, similar to Jokic, just an outstanding passer in all aspects.
I'll keep an eye on him.
As I covered in this
Castle,
video,
wow.
The Hawks really took off once they committed to playing through Johnson and didn't have Young as a traffic cone on defense anymore.
Yeah.
Stephon Castle, mainly great penetrator and throwing lobs to his extremely tall center. And then you have LeBron James.
Before he gets to LeBron, I never talk about Trae Young on this channel. What do you guys think about him? I used to defend him a little bit, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I kind of gave up on it. Like, I'm not a fan because, I don't know. I see a lot of ISO ball. I see a lot of bad shots, and I see zero defense. But I'm curious what you guys think.
If you watch the film on LeBron this year, he is still a great passer, but he has shifted slightly from being perhaps the best driving kick passer we've ever seen to a slightly new style. Every LeBron team he was on, he immediately pushed the GM to trade any young players they had for veteran shooters like Kyle Korver and Mike Miller. But now he has the classic UNC at 24-hour fitness style, throwing outlets, throwing lobs off cherry picks, and hitting cutters. To our beloved LeBron haters, even you guys can't deny he's still a great passer at times.
No, he has his moments, but the irony is, he used to, when he was young, you're showing this early Cleveland footage. He used to set his guys up for success back then. He used to hit them in rotation while driving to the basket, all this good stuff. Or he would be able to draw a little double team back then, kick it to the open 3-point shooter, all that, all good stuff. Now it's funny. He's on the receiving end of this now. He is the cherry picker. He's the one getting, those like touchdown passes thrown to him so he can get the easy 2 points. It's just kind of it's gone full circle.
Now, for your definition of a great passer. Is the point of an assist to get the assist stat?
Nope.
Or pure offense creation?
Assisting in a point. That's what it is. You're assisting the other player in scoring the basket. Okay? So that's why I don't consider those 23-second, off the shot clock grenades a real true assist. I consider that a bailout. Like LeBron gets bailed out in those situations. You got to set your guys up to succeed. That's why you get an assist. You're assisting.
Jokic and prime Steve Nash, to me, are the two greatest non-scorer offense creators in league history. Meaning if there's no play being run, nobody is open, they will still get you a great look.
Yep.
I would value this over outstanding penetration passing. The reason is 2 points is 2 points, but in the playoffs, especially the finals, if penetration is your only game...
Look at that. Look where he hits him. Two defenders with their backs to him because he just juked him. Amari's got to take one step and he's got an easy dunk. This is true assisting.
Teams will build a wall and the penetration points die off. We saw this happen to Jalen Duren this playoffs. Cade had to be more of a perimeter scorer, and Duren was lost without Cade's penetration. What was Michael Jordan's passing style?
Ooh.
Well, the first 3 years of his career, he was predominantly a penetration passer as well, but more of the dump-off variety. But in 88-89, the Bulls struggled to find an elite point guard with John Paxson and Sam Vincent splitting time.
I'm glad you're doing it. Let's do it. Let's talk about the point guard era.
So, after some injuries around Christmas time...
Except for last time you put me to work. Let's see if you do again.
The Bulls asked Michael Jordan to play make more.
Yep.
Doug Collins then moved him to point guard full-time and to experiment in March. From March 11, his first game as a full-time point guard where he got...
You guys see all these clips, by the way? He's setting people up where they don't even have to dribble. They're catching and dunking or laying the ball in. You can't get more of an assist than that.
15 assists to the end.
My bad.
March 11, his first game as a full-time point guard where he got 15 assists. To the end of the season, Michael Jordan averaged 29.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 10.7 assists.
Crazy.
All while averaging 2.9 steals per game, while having 12 games of 5+ steals.
And still shooting 51%, mind you.
He had a streak of 10 triple-doubles in 11 games and 15 triple-doubles overall in just that month and a half. People completely forget that Michael Jordan was the best player in the league from his third year on.
You know, it reminds me of, I think it was Bobby Knight who said, people weren't picking Jordan at number 1 for the draft because he wasn't a center. And he was like, I don't care. Put him at center. He'll dominate, you know? That's how I feel about Jordan because he was a shooting guard. What did he do? He scored the damn ball. You know, he did his job to perfection. The best scorer we've ever seen. You made him a point guard for a short little stint. What did he become? The best point guard we've ever seen. You know, he's that guy.
They only really start paying attention in 91. Now clearly Michael Jordan and LeBron were both elite penetration passers. LeBron clearly liked to pass more, whereas Michael Jordan famously said in The Last Dance, having the ball in Bill Cartwright's hands at the end of the game instead of his was BS.
Yeah.
I would give the edge in creativity towards Michael Jordan. But LeBron passed more and had more consistent passing seasons. For their career, Jordan averaged 5.3 assists and LeBron averaged 7.4. I'll give a slight edge to LeBron for this reason, but I'm telling you on film, Michael Jordan was a more creative passer.
Yeah,
now,
I mean, I'll cut through all the crap I've been saying this whole time. LeBron has more assists. Michael Jordan was the better passer. That's how I feel. That's what I'm sticking with. It's what I believe 1,000% in my heart.
To three-point shooting. The accepted narrative I always hear on debate shows is that LeBron is a better three-point shooter. Now on the surface, this narrative defies logic. MJ is the far superior mid-range shooter by every statistical metric. MJ averaged around 50% once it was tracked from 96 to 98 when the league average was around 40.
Oh man, I'll just do all of it real quick. Jordan was the better three-point shooter. He's the better mid-range shooter. He was better with finishing at the basket, layups or dunks. So all scoring, Jordan. Passing, Jordan. Meaningful rebounds, Jordan. Defense, no contest. All day, Jordan. Better at blocking shots, better at getting steals. Yeah, that's really how I feel.
LeBron averaged in the low 40s in his career, but has certainly improved over time. In LeBron's first 2 finals, San Antonio and Dallas famously forced him to shoot from outside the paint to disastrous effect.
Yep, and what happened when they did that to Jordan in 92? He destroyed them, broke records in the finals because of it.
Michael Jordan was also a career 83% free throw shooter, whereas LeBron has historically been a 74% free throw shooter, sometimes even shooting in the 60s.
Yeah.
But in three-point shooting, MJ shot just below 33% for his career, whereas LeBron is just below 35%. But the film shows MJ with a beautiful stroke and multiple games on film hitting huge three-pointers in the playoffs.
Yep, and then the film will show, but not the highlights like this, but if you go back and watch individual games, you'll see at the end of each quarter when there's a time to throw a grenade, like a full-court grenade, just for a chance at getting a bucket, Jordan shot all those. And you got to start talking math. If Jordan was taking 5 threes a game, that one grenade wouldn't matter that much. But when Jordan averaged like maybe 2 threes a game, that one grenade kills his stat. You know what I mean? So if we just took actual like set threes, like real 3-point attempts, like close to the 3-point line for Jordan, I bet his average is in like the low 40s, guys. I really do.
LeBron's stroke has a small hitch and doesn't really look fluid at all. So what gives with the difference in percentages? Well, let's look at the film. While the data isn't the most clear, especially from early on in MJ's career, since the NBA started tracking defender distance in 2013, LeBron has shot around 45% of his three-pointers wide open. He also has shot a huge volume of them compared to Michael Jordan.
Yep. Yep. The funny thing is he has a way higher volume than Jordan, and he still doesn't shoot the grenades. You know what I mean? He is a guy who is hyper aware of his stats at all times. That's why he doesn't win. You know, you gotta think win first, stats come. I mean, what? I'm stealing Michael Jordan's own words. You know, he never thought about the stats. He thought about winning the game and playing the game the right way and playing hard. And if you do that every day, the stats will follow.
Michael Jordan has been on record stating that he specifically avoided shooting catch-and-shoot threes, which are, of course, statistically the easiest to make, because he wanted to keep his mindset aggressive.
Yep. Keep the deal. Oh, he's going to say it himself.
Past Wednesday night in Game 1, Michael Jordan put on a three-point shooting exhibition and a stunning performance, but taking too many threes can hurt his overall performance, according to Michael.
My three-point shooting is something that I don't want to excel at because it takes away from all phases of my game. My game is a fake drive to the hole, penetrate, dish off, dunk or whatever. And when you have that mentality, as I found out in the first game, of making threes, you don't go to the hole as much. You go to the three-point line and you start sitting there waiting for someone to find you.
Yep.
And that's not my mentality. And I don't want to create that because it takes away from my other parts of my game.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I wish he got to experience that for a little while, but he's always the opposite. He's the guy creating the double teams and hitting the open guy. It just doesn't work out that way. It just was never his job to stand there and hit open threes. But by doing so, he's always keeping the defense honest. If he just starts chucking threes, you're easy to guard. With Jordan, you never knew what the hell he was about to do.
Now here's the reality. I want you to pay close attention to this. MJ had 10 of his 15 seasons attempting under 1.5 threes a game.
Wow. There it is. Okay. So what did I say? 2 earlier was my prediction?
LeBron's lowest attempt season was 2.4, but he has averaged 4.7 attempts for his career. Now let's look at MJ's 5 highest attempt seasons. He shot 37%, 42%, 37%, 35%, and 50%.
Man, I am telling you, if you just take the actual real threes, I swear, I bet he's at like 41%.
Now let's look at his 5 lowest, which again were mostly shot clock bailouts or half-court attempts.
Thank you. Someone else is saying it.
Obviously not very good. But again, on film, these are not wide open catch and shoot threes. They are Kobe-style bailout shots. Now let's look at LeBron's 5 most attempted seasons. 36%, 32%, 35%, 36%, and 34%. Now let's put them side by side. By the film, it was MJ. Statistically, slight edge to LeBron. But again, when MJ was not shooting buzzer-beating fadeaways, he was the better three-point shooter.
Thank you, man. Thank you for seeing through the BS and giving the proper context. Guys, link is down below in the description. Go subscribe to Eric Smith if you haven't done so yet.
The last factor we'll cover is defense, which I feel is the most forgotten about factor in this debate between the two players.
I mean, that's because this one is an absolute massacre.
Accolades, MJ has the slight edge, but this video is about more film study than accolades.
Okay.
Now, MJ was an outstanding on-ball defender throughout his Bulls career, dipping, of course, on the Wizards. LeBron was also an elite on-ball defender when he wanted to be, able to guard multiple positions, famously shutting down D-Rose in the playoffs.
Yeah, Miami era. Yeah, I always give him credit for 3 out of the 4 years in Miami. He actually played some solid defense. But don't you have to if you play for Miami? That's more like the Miami mindset than anything else. But he did. He did his job for those couple of years on defense. Unfortunately, I wish he did it. I wish he always did.
He would save his best defense for when somebody pissed him off, which was all 82 games. LeBron would mostly save his elite defense for the playoffs. But now let's look at the film where the real difference between them becomes apparent. LeBron James on the Miami Heat was a very good help defender in the playoffs. Whereas his help defense relied on his size and speed, MJ was far and away the best help defending guard in the NBA for all 13 of his seasons with the Bulls, utilizing ambush-style steals and blocks. On film, I'm giving the slight edge to MJ. While LeBron's block on Iguodala gets more press now, MJ's steal on Karl Malone shows the true epitome of elite defensive play.
And then what's he do after that? What's he do right after that?
Savvy film study and awareness under pressure. Alright guys, so I think we can both agree that in their primes, they were great on-ball defenders.
Yeah, but LeBron only did it for like 3 years, and Jordan did it for every year, even when he was 40 years old with a bum knee. he was still locking people up. So hands down, I don't even consider this one close. I think this is a landslide victory for Michael Jordan. If LeBron James played defense the way he did in Miami for his entire 8,000-year career, yeah, man, this would be a real conversation.
I would argue LeBron coasts a lot on defense, whereas MJ never coasted a single possession.
Not one game.
But again, most LeBron fans have never watched Jordan full games, so let's move past that. But here's a clip. Jordan and LeBron both have gambled for steals, but of course, they also have their fair share of turnovers with their high usage. But I want to show you guys how they both have handled this. Let's break down this clip from LeBron first. I think this clip really illustrates the mentality he's had while he's been on the Lakers. He and Aiden are
now he's out of the play. See that? This looks, to the untrained eye, this looks like, oh, he's being aggressive on defense. No. Guys, this is the guy on the team we all grew up playing around, that he wants to look like he's working hard, but he's crippling your team. Watch why.
This clip really illustrates the mentality he's had while he's been on the Lakers.
You know the worst thing you can do right now is to get behind your opponent, right? You're on defense. What's he going to do? He's already behind him, okay? Now he's out of the play. He doesn't have to worry about a damn thing. The rest of his team is in deep doo-doo caca. Now everyone's got to shift in, okay? And I'm not sure what's about to happen in this play, but someone's about to be wide open unless he scores. But I don't assume he's going to score. He's going to penetrate. Someone is going to be wide open. One of these guys is going to be open. LeBron is still probably, I might be wrong, he's probably going to be chilling around here, staring at the action, okay? So that's what I mean by he's intentionally taking himself out of the play while he he looks good because it looks like he's being aggressive, but he's not actually going to contribute to the team defense one bit, and instead he's actually hurting them. Let's watch. Let's see what happens.
Are in a pick and roll defense.
Where is he? Oh my God, that's worse than I even said. Okay, that happened so fast, you guys, but look, we got a wide open shooter, so I got that part right. Not only is LeBron over here, like I said, he is already heading back. Okay, why is he heading back? Remember when I said earlier he receives a lot of cherry picking points?
LeBron
He's out of the play. All right. Oh, wow. And you see, I don't know what this play is. I don't know what year this is from. It's probably last year because Luka's on the team. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton's there, but I didn't even have to assess that. I just saw LeBron make a move, and I know exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it. He's taking himself out of this play, hoping he can get 2 easy cherry-picking points on the other end. And I bet he actually did, too. The outlet pass, they're going to chuck it to LeBron, and he's going to get 2 easy points.
Feel like fighting hard to take a hard angle around this screen. So he goes for a half-ass steal attempt.
Yes, sir.
Aiden is left on an island essentially guarding 2 people. What is LeBron doing? Praying for a miss and starting to cherry pick while doing his patented jersey hand wipe.
Bro, if I could subscribe to you twice, I would do it twice. I would seriously, dude. If you're ever in Arizona, man, hit me up. I'll buy you a beer. We'll talk hoops.
Look at the 20 plus feet from LeBron to Nurkic at the time that he shoots it. And look at the dejection from Aiden as it goes in. He knows JJ Redick will blame him in film study. And again, I know some of you are going to say, this is old LeBron. Why should he be chasing around screens at his age? Well, I would argue the better question is, if you can't still chase around screens...
Stand in front of your man. Play honest defense. Why are you cheating for the steal? Why? You're old? Okay. Do the basic. Just do the bare bones minimum. Stay in front of your guy.
Why are you still playing?
Yeah.
As Kawhi famously once said to Tyronn Lue,
one of the coaches hit him with the, Kawhi, you got to switch that. Kawhi answered, why? Because we don't want this person on that person. He goes, so why is he in the game? Rex go, got a point. If he can't guard, why is he in the game?
Facts.
Straight up. K. Cole. Shout out to K.
Now let's look at a clip from MJ. This is when he is 35 years old. Nick Anderson famously stole the ball from MJ in his baseball comeback year in the playoffs. So I'm sure MJ was taking this personal. But look as he navigates the traffic, baits the pass, and accelerates to steal it. At the end, Anderson looks like he was more tired than MJ.
Yeah.
Now let's go to another play from LeBron. LeBron probably gets hit here, but also smokes the layup a bit. He stops to complain. Okay, we've seen MJ complain a bit a few times too.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, but like you could basically take all the clips from Michael Jordan's career complaining and compare that versus, I'll be fair, I'd say 2 regular season LeBron James games, and LeBron James in those 2 games is going to be shown to complain more than Jordan did his whole career.
Count how long it takes LeBron to get back here. Shot is
By the way, Jordan complained after the whistle was called. If the action was still on, he was out there running his ass to the other end to get back on defense. He only talked to the ref when it was done, when it was a dead ball.
So LeBron, and here he comes.
Yep.
13 seconds after missing the shot, and he's
here's the worst part, you guys. Look at this. This is a do or die game. This is do or die. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Do or die, win or the season's over, and that's how this guy's playing. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the season.
Still walking. And again, this is not an isolated clip. If you're watching the Lakers, this is what he does 5 to 6 times a game, hoping for an outlet if that first shot misses.
5 to 6 or a 6 to 7. Sorry.
Now let's look at maybe my favorite clip all time from MJ that is a perfect reflection of his career. Against his favorite quote-unquote Jordan stoppers, Xavier McDaniels and John Starks on the Knicks.
Look at that
This
gauntlet.
is Game 7 in the 92 playoffs. He hits this beautiful cross to split the double, then reads the Knicks are going to outlet it and steals it.
Yeah, that's a guy playing to survive, man.
He tries the same move again and gets stripped by McDaniels. Now I'm going to pause it
my
right
favorite.
here.
I love this.
He had a decision to go or stay. What do you guys think he did?
I already know this play. I think we all know this play. If you don't, you're in for something. Can you imagine if he just like stood there and yelled at the ref instead of doing what he did? I wouldn't have respected him. No way. You got work to do.
Watch MJ film.
Go get it.
You guessed right. What a play. Jordan scored 42 points this game to lead a 29-point blowout after this play.
There it is.
Okay, you guys are going to say, this was young Michael Jordan. He was still only 29. Okay then, let's pull up a Wizards clip at age 39. MJ goes up for the fadeaway, and in his mind, he's fouled on the wrist. He glares at the ref, but he doesn't say anything and angrily begins stalking his Bulls replacement.
Bang! I freaking love this. This is one of my favorite blocks, if not my favorite, just because of how old he is, and this is against Chicago. The other one's when he jumps up in the air and he changes direction while in midair, and then he blocks the shot that was behind him. That was like some Neo Matrix stuff.
On Mercer. What a play.
Yeah, what a play.
Here's the top comments from the last 2 videos. If you guys start to really watch film, the truth shall be revealed. Now finally, let's talk about help defense. As a coach, the first most simple concept of help defense is stunt and recover. Once you get to a level like the NBA, everyone can blow by everyone. If teams try to play a possession without screens, it's almost impossible to score inside against elite stunt and recover defenses. Players like John Morant and Derrick Rose are prime examples of guys with ridiculous first step quickness. That gets exposed once you go against top 5 teams in the playoffs because they stunt and recover so well, your blow-by driving lanes start to dry up. I'll show you guys a clip briefly to illustrate what great stunt and recover defenses look like. Here's a basic stunt and recover after a long defensive possession. D'Angelo Russell actually helps the Nuggets a bit by being too far and not being a threat to shoot, thereby allowing Murray to stunt far enough to dissuade Gabe Vincent from driving. Here's some more clips of Baylor doing it with an emphasis on denying the middle of the floor. The key to it is scouting report and distance. As a defender, you know how quick your man's shot release is, so you calculate the exact distance you can be away from him to stunt where you could recover in time to contest if he receives the pass. Knowing this, you can see why people with slow releases and/or poor shooting are so unplayable in the playoffs, giving that extra foot for defenders to help against elite players like SGA and Luka.
Sounds like you're describing the LeBron James tactic, though. Just sag off him a little bit so you can trap anybody who penetrates to the basket. And if he himself penetrates to the basket, we all collapse on him.
Another reason why I believe Draymond Green is not a Hall of Famer despite his claims otherwise. He is helped off and stunted off so often in the playoffs.
It's true.
Now, stunt and recover is the primary defensive responsibility of large wings like LeBron in the modern NBA.
I mean, also think of like Ben Wallace, you guys. Not Ben Wallace. Well, yeah, actually Ben Wallace, yeah. But he was not an offensive player. Ben Simmons is what I meant, because he did try to play. He was more of a facilitator, point guard kind of type player. And nobody ever guarded him at the 3-point line because why would you? It harms the entire team.
Whereas in MJ's era, his role was more on-ball defense of the floor general type point guards and chasing shooting guards like Reggie Miller around screens. Here's 3 clips of LeBron and his stunt and recover defense. Let's pause it here. Keyonte George is pushing after a rebound, and the general rule is the first defender back sets who's guarding who. Rui looks over at LeBron, who for some reason has his head turned and is face guarding Lauri Markkanen. Confused who to choose, Rui decides to play no man's land and hopes Reeves can sprint back and guard Ace Bailey in the corner.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous expectation. I mean, look how far out he is. What is going on with my Madden pen? Sorry, guys. Like, look how far out he is. He can't make up for this. This is the obvious choice, you know?
Once this is established, it will be LeBron's responsibility to stunt and recover on Keyonte so Rui doesn't have to stop an extremely quick guard with a head of steam 1v1, and LeBron will spin and rotate to Lauri if LeBron has to stunt too far. Ace Bailey and LeBron's lack of awareness, instead of going to the corner for the 3, Bailey sprints in to make Rui have to choose who to guard. LeBron finally turns around, but it's too late. Keyonte freezes Rui, and Reeves can't get back, and Ace Bailey finishes the lob. This next play, Isaiah Collier, who we mentioned earlier is the top assist per 48 minutes player in the NBA, based off his quickness, is guarded by Austin Reeves. Collier quickly sees LeBron is glued to Filipowski in the corner, and he rejects the screen to attack that space. Reeves assumes that between LeBron stunting and Aiden hedging, there will be nowhere for Collier to drive.
All it would have taken is one step in, right here.
Is hesitant to fully switch because Reeves appears committed to a hedge, so LeBron is the man to stop it, but instead...
Okay, yeah, this is terrible. Okay, so he's walking at least all the way into the point.
Man to stop
now
it.
He realizes he's driving, he's gonna penetrate, and I don't think he takes another step. Let's watch. I'm gonna just watch his feet.
But instead, he doesn't even try, and Collier gets an and one.
Not one step. Not one step not one step to try to help your teammate. Not one. One step, okay? Not even a movement, a step.
LeBron, of course, puts his hands on his hips, implying he's tired of his teammates getting blown by. Not sure why there seems to be a train
Austin. Come on, man.
to the basket on his side of the court. This possession isn't the stunt and recover, but again, if you watch film of the Lakers the last 3 years, this is what you'll see. A confused Jazz possession going nowhere, they try to get a simple handoff. LeBron lazily assumes that Taylor Hendricks will go around the screen, but Hendricks sees LeBron dropping off for no reason and decides to shoot it on LeBron's side so Hayes can't get there.
I mean, you're supposed to communicate that anyways, you know? The screener, the guy who's getting screened is not supposed to do the communication. The one with eyes on the situation is supposed to be doing that. So LeBron can see what's going on. He's supposed to call for a switch or not. And it looks like he's in, he's leaving his guy in a no man's zone, unsure of what to do. So what's going to happen? He doesn't commit to either. And then we get a bucket.
I'm dropping off for no
all the
reason.
while, LeBron doesn't commit to shit either. Sorry for my language. Like, he's not doing jack. He's not being vocal, nor are his actions helping his team whatsoever here.
And decides to shoot it on LeBron's side so Hayes can't get there.
Where is he? He's ready for an easy rebound if it comes.
Then he turns to Hayes after the play and tells Hayes to get closer. Just crazy
You're
work.
supposed to tell him before he gets screwed. He doesn't have eyes behind him. That's why whoever's behind the guy getting screened is supposed to call out and dictate what he's going to do with that screen, whether it's go over it, under it, or he's going to switch. Like, come on, man.
I hope you guys are able to watch this film study and draw your own conclusions. Again, some of you in the comments may say, you're cherry-picking clips or another popular refrain, the 90s was a less talented era. Sure, but go watch film for yourself. If you just pick a random MJ game from 1998 and a random LeBron game from 2022, you'll see the truth for yourself. But for the eras, and I'm going to make a future video on this, yes, if you fed people better food, gave them more gym access, gave them AC, better hydration, better equipment, yes, people are going to be better.
Yet somehow Michael Jordan had more energy than all the current players. He drank alcohol, he smoked cigars, and he ate McDonald's.
But it's excellence in relation to your era that stands out.
Yes, it is.
MJ is scoring 35 when his team was scoring 95, and LeBron is scoring 27 when his team is scoring 110. If you put MJ's work ethic, skill, and mentality with the resources he have today, you think he wouldn't be even better?
That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought.
Is once again a theme on this channel. Don't accept lazy narratives from talking heads who briefly look at stat charts. Go watch the film, look deeper, and get to the truth.
Think for yourself, everybody, especially in 2026. Not just basketball, everything in life. Please think for yourself. It's cool you guys watch me and you listen to my takes, but if you hear something I say and you're like, I don't know, dude, go research it. If you disagree, fantastic. That's great. It's good to disagree with people. It is. This is how we get to the bottom of stuff. This is how we learn.
Y'all are legends. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you guys could, sign up as a member. I'm making it a goal to get to 20 members by September 1st. Nice. It's a long shot, but maybe we can. Hey man,
I hope you get to 20. I'm hoping to get to 100.
Thank you guys for all this.
I've been at like between like 80 and 90, like 80 and 90 for like a year. I don't know what it is, but I'm really grateful and thankful for all of it. It was just, one of those like, can I get to 100 kind of things. I don't know if I'll ever get there, man.
Support so far. Much love.
Peace.
I just don't.
I love this clip.
Defensively is where that's the separation to me. Is where defensively we used to run. I don't know if y'all did this. We used to run plays, right? We go, okay. Our coach Rudy T be writing on the board. He's like, okay, we're gonna run 5. But if Michael's on the right side, we're gonna run it on the left. It's like, all right, say it one time, right? You think it's a joke. So I'm like, in my mind, I know Michael as Mike, so I'm still listening as he's still my boy.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, and we're gonna run 21. But if Michael's on the left side, we're gonna run. And he goes down each play and say where Michael was, and we're gonna run it on a different side. That's the impact defensively he had. Did they do that? I don't know if
Absolutely.
That's the part that even when I talk to coaches, they don't say that he has that impact. LeBron has the same effect on that offensive end that Michael has because it's passing, rebounding. But on the defensive end, that's the caveat that separates it.
I mean, I'm not the biggest football guy as far as lingo, but I know enough to say they treat Jordan defensively just like they treated prime Deion Sanders. Don't throw it on his side. Do not throw it on his side. He's going to intercept that crap and he's going to run it back for a touchdown. Like, stay away from guys like that. And yeah, I agree with Kenny. Not I have to agree with Kenny. Kenny's talking about actual like game planning in real NBA games. This is how they game planned him. Stay away from Jordan. No entry passes on his end. You want someone to post up? Cool. Post up on the other side of MJ. And even then, you still have to help out your defenders because more than likely, if Jordan gets an opportunity, he's going to cheat off his guy and blindside the post player with a double and probably a steal. Countless times he did this. So you can't, when you have a hungry dog out there on defense running around wild and he has the green light to do so by his coach, you're in trouble, man. The only thing you can do is like plan and hope that in that like half a second to 1 second moment where Jordan is cheating off his guy, you can hit the open guy like that, but it's got to be immediate or else he's going to recover right back and it's not going to work. It's the only way you can game plan against him when he's on defense. And yeah, that's the opposite with LeBron. I would assume at least, because that's how I would game plan it. Just like Jordan commands a double team on offense and LeBron is the opposite. You sag off of him, single coverage, but you sag off. So that's an opposite. On defense, I assume it's the same thing. LeBron's on one side of the ball, ISO. Every time. 10 out of 10 times. That's what I would do as a coach. All right, whatever ends LeBron's on, ISO right there at the 3-point line. Spread out. That way nobody can help and recover. Okay? You're going to penetrate. If the defense does decide to collapse on you, you've got 4 guys to choose from at the 3-point line to hit a wide open shot. I would do it 10 out of 10 plays. Anyways, with that, it was a fun video. Guys, go check out Eric Smith's channel. And I appreciate y'all watching. Guys, if you like this video, please leave a like if you think it's worthy. And please hit that hype on this one if you think I'm worthy of a hype. I'd appreciate it. And I think this was a good video. I mean, this was a good video without me, but I really had fun on this one talking about basketball. So anyways, you guys, see you in the comments. As always, can't wait for it. And subscribe if you want more content like this. Peace out, Eric. Peace out, members. Peace out, everybody. Be water, my friends.